Hi, welcome to Ken's Games Collection, and I want to continue a series I started a few months ago on my favorite 5 games for each system. This isn't my top 5 games. These were my go-to games, my favorite 5 games that I would play over and over on each system. And today I want to look at the PlayStation Portable, which was a great handheld system by Sony. It had so many great exclusive titles for a handheld system. It was a haven for RPG fans as well. There was an amazing selection of RPGs on the PlayStation Portable, but there's no RPGs in this list, unfortunately. These were quick fix games I could go play, enjoy, and put down and come back to again years and years later. And I did that last year. I think it was back in 2019. I fired up the PlayStation Portable, which I hadn't done for a long time, and I did play some of these games, so they're worthy to be in this list of 5. And starting off with Daxter. Some of these games are actually released on the PlayStation 2, which was incredible, but this one wasn't for some reason. This was made by Ready at Dawn. This was like leading up to Jak 2, so this is like a prequel to what would later be Jak 2 on the PlayStation 2. But it was so cool to have Daxter have his own game. Great characters created by Naughty Dog. I always loved the Daxter character. He's a bit cheeky, always funny, a bit of a comic relief. But it was great to see him have his own game. And I really recommend this. It's a great game to have on the PlayStation Portable. Now here's another game that I like, originally from Insomniac Games, and Hypack Studios did this game. So it's Ratchet Clank Size Matters. I love this game on the PlayStation Portable. I thought it was really cool. It wasn't done by Insomniac Games, but what High Impact Games did was an incredible job to recreate the Jak and Daxter series that Insomniac Games had created, and this would actually later go on to the PlayStation 2. I don't know if it was released over in North America. It was released in the PAL territories. I'll be interested to know if this game did get released on the PlayStation 2 in North America. So it'd be great if you can tell me that. But a great game, really was worthy, and I played it so much on the PlayStation Portable. Now this next game is a bit of an odd title. It's not a rhythm dance game. It's a rhythm game, but it's really hard to describe. But it was so cute, adorable, and it really caught my attention straight away. It wasn't a mainstream hit in, I guess, the Western countries. I think in Japan it was really popular. I loved it. I was so glad that Sony did release it, and that game was Patapon. If you own the PlayStation Portable, if you had this game, you know what I mean. It was really cool, and you know, some of those songs, even though the lyrics aren't there are not many lyrics in it, but it still sticks in my head to this day. It was a great series which was released on the PlayStation 4, I believe, and you can get it from, I think, Hong Kong. Asia has the physical release of that, so that's really cool. But a great rhythm game. I don't know, it's not a rhythm dance game, but it's a great rhythm game. I really enjoyed it. Now I gotta say, I was never a really huge fan of the Mega Man series until Mega Man Power Up come along. I liked it so much I got it, the Japanese copy as well. Which one do you think has the better artwork? For me, I prefer the Japanese artwork. It's really cool. But for me, I played some Mega Man games in the past. They were okay, but they're also hard at the same time. And this one, it's cute. It's adorable. The graphics are very cool. It's like a super deformed characters. Very colorful and vibrant for the PlayStation Portable. And this was a game that I actually got Japanese version first, then I got this one. I was playing it and I couldn't read the Japanese, so I got the English version. But it's a great game. I absolutely love it. Recommend it to anybody that loves platforming games. It's not too hard like the regular Mega Man games. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, to finish this off, this was a game that I played a lot on the PlayStation Portable. And again, this was another game that was released on the PlayStation 2, but I played this game so much, and it was Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. I love Vice City. I love Liberty City Stories, which was on the PlayStation Portable as well. But because this game is set in 1984, I was still in high school at that stage. I can relate to the music in this game. I talked about music in San Andreas as well, but just driving around Vice City, listening to the radio stations, listening to I think Laszlo and all that, those disc jockeys was really cool. Some great missions in this game, and what they were able to cram into this little UMD disc was incredible for its time. To be honest with you, it was just phenomenal that they jam-packed this thing full of stuff. And hats off to Rockstar Games for taking a chance on a handheld system. They could have just kept on making games for the PlayStation 2 at that stage, but they took a chance with Liberty City Stories. It paid off, so it warranted Vice City Stories, and it's my favorite out of the two of them. And I would just drive around doing the missions, or just driving around, just hooning around and listening to the radio stations. It was so cool. But a great game, great series. Yeah, it was amazing back then when you look at all the exclusive titles that was coming on the PlayStation Portable, and this was a massive coup, I guess you can say, for Sony to have a GTA game on a handheld system. I know that I think GTA Chinatown was released on the Nintendo DS, but actually it would come to the PlayStation Portable as well. But great series. Love the music from that era. It was incredible, and it did take me back to the high school days. It was really cool. So that is it. That's my favorite 5 games for the PlayStation Portable. A lot of platforming games in here, a bit of an odd title with Patapon, but it's worthy. And if you are looking to collect for the PlayStation Portable, there's 5 games that I'm sure you're going to enjoy. It's really cool. So hey guys, thanks very much for watching. What's your favorite 5 games for the PlayStation Portable? Who out there still owns and plays a Portable? I'd like to know. It was a great system. Really cool games on it. So that's it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's a long night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.